This is Girls' Night Out. How y'all doing? We have a few guys that we let come and hang out with the ladies, but you know, it is just such an honor to see you all here for Women's History Month, and what a great circle of females here and those who are supporting, even the cameramen. You're welcome. And so we're just so excited, and I know that many of you have gone through various celebrations as it relates to Women's History Month, and I'm always reminded when we talk about history, you know, this is a city who really got it right in terms of women in leadership. Where's Joan Pratt? Okay. And I see our state's attorney here. Where is she? Madam Mosby, so good to see you as well. You know, we were thinking about what could we do unique to celebrate women, and so we created this platform. But I'm telling you, it's so many great women in the city that are making contributions, and so we said, well, and I was talking to Joan one night, I said, let's think about this. You know, who could we celebrate in our city who has done so much for so many for so long? And while we send her off to do the work that she's doing, we still thought it was apropos to celebrate her this evening. And so I know that Joan is going to share a few words, and we've got a little video that we're going to share with you. I'm going to let Joan say a few. Our comptroller, give her a big round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. There is a Maya Angelou quote that reads, "I always knew from that moment, from the time I found myself at home in that little segregated library in the South, all the way up until I walked up to the steps of the New York City Library. I always felt in any town, if I could get to a library, I'd be okay." Dr. Hayden, I can imagine you saying similar words as you walk up to the steps of the nation's greatest library. I am at a library, and I am okay. Except, Dr. Hayden, you are not just in any library in any town. You have been appointed as the 14th Librarian of Congress in Washington, D.C., the leading library in the free world. There is a very popular internet blog called Trending Now. Dr. Carla Hayden, you are an African-American woman making history in the hearts and minds of the people of Baltimore and everyone privileged to be a part of your journey. You are trending now. Congratulations on being appointed as to the 14th Librarian of Congress. You are deserving of this honor. Thank you very much for all that you do, and God bless you.
And Joan, while you're standing here, I'd like for all of our elected women who lead the city to come forward. I know we got the Vice President of the City Council, our head of our wills in our city, and our state's attorney, Belinda Conaway. I think it would be great to have a picture like this.
Ladies.
Jill, I'm sorry. Where's Jill Carter? Our former delegate, Jill Carter, who is just taking the city by storm as the Director of Civil Rights and Wage Enforcement. Give her a big round of applause, too, because she served this city well also. And since I know you all have been networking for a little while, waiting on us, I thought we would just do something collectively together, and because we're not going to call out each other's names. So what I want you all to do when I say 1, 2, 3, just your profession, okay? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, that sounded good. Give them a big round of applause. So having done that, I would like to showcase a special video presenting Diane Bell McCoy, Marion Blackwell, Dr. Leanna Wynn, Michelle Mendez, who joined me in uplifting what is meant to be a 21st century woman.
There is an old Chinese proverb, women hold up half the sky. We may hold up half the sky, but the work that we do often is not recognized.
It is important that we acknowledge the accomplishments of our sister because it fosters other sisters to become leader. It fosters other sisters to want to be a part of the legacy of women in leadership.
I think it's extremely important to celebrate and lift up women who accomplish things in our society because it's a message to ourselves. It's the message to ourselves that we matter.
We stand on the shoulders of other women, not just our mothers and our family members, but the women who came before us and who really pushed the envelope, who said, we demand a place at the table and we deserve to be at the table.
I think we all stand on the shoulders of those who sacrificed before us. And that's why I think it's important to mentor, because somebody sacrificed for each of us to get to where we are. And so lifting someone else up is important because somebody lifted us.
Mentoring is like a recipe. Mentoring offers you, as a person, sage advice. It offers you experience. It offers you an alternative way of looking at the world.
No matter how we may be feeling about ourselves at any given point in time, even if we don't think that we're ready to be a mentor, someone else is out there looking up to us. And we as women have that additional responsibility to be someone else's mentor, someone else's guide. We can and will make a difference in someone else's life.
The women who inspire me are working class women. And what I mean by that are the women that are working the 9-to-5 minimum wage in a restaurant as janitors, and it's because they have the toughest job of all. They have to get $1 to extend as far as possible while also trying to feed their families.
The women who inspire me are the women who have shown a degree of sacrifice and commitment to their community and to the development and for the well-being of society.
I'm inspired by women every day because I believe that inside of everybody is the ability to be great.
When I look in the future, I see very powerful women, particularly given younger women behind me, that are asking questions of each other, that are trying to find ways to respect each other.
I see a future where women's looks, women's superficial attributes are not highlighted as much as really their quality and their education and their professionalism.
When I look in the future, I see women who are bold. I see women who will seize the day. I see women who will take action. I see women who know that their voice matters and will use their voice to make the impact on the world that we know the world needs.
So my advice for women in the future is to be bold, to have courage, to be strong-willed, and always to have integrity and to believe in yourself.
There are no boundaries for women who are authentic within themselves, and once they understand the power that they have as women, there are no boundaries.
Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot do something. If there is something that you're passionate about, go out and do it. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. Take action now.
So this was produced by our own Charm City TV, and so I wanted to point out another woman. She can walk up front so that you can see her, Tanya Lee. She is the executive director of Charm City TV. And what I want you to know is that we've charged Tanya with the responsibility of recreating Channel 25 because it's our television station. And so I want you all to begin to watch because you'll see the changes. Not only is she producing commercials for other agencies in our own city, but looking at helping to create programming for young people We also have Channel 75, Engage Baltimore. I turned it on Saturday and they were just dancing away. But again, give her a round of applause. She's got a big job ahead, and we're proud of the work that you're doing. Thank you. Jill Carter, would you come up just for a second? Jill Carter is real proof that there is life after politics, even though she's in a political environment. What Jill said to me was that I want to do something different, and I want to do something meaningful. And I can tell you, I don't even go over to see what Jill is doing. All I do is get the great feedback. So I want to thank you for taking on the responsibility that you have, and more importantly, picking up the ball and running with it. We're so proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And there's several other women who work in our agencies. I see our labor commissioner. I'd be remiss if I didn't point out my own staff. Come on up here. She's been here forever, doing programming and so forth for the city of Baltimore. She helps to create these events and supports us in every way. So just give her a round of applause. She's just been with us for a while, but doing really good work. There are some great women working throughout this city. I see my head of the Parks and People Foundation doing an excellent job. I'm so proud of our Vice President of the City Council, Sharon Green Middleton. She is a true leader and continues to need your support. The Economic Alliance of Greater Baltimore area, thank you so much. Just great, great work. I'm not going to stand here and point all of you all out because tonight's night is for us, thank you, Jill, is for us to celebrate our own Dr. Carla Hayden. You all remember her as our own librarian, and what she reminded me when we were downstairs in conversation, Joan, was that she didn't just become the great librarian that we see her as, that she came and she grew in that position and she made it her own, but more importantly, she made us yours. And so we are so thankful for all the work that you've done, and just to have been elevated by our President Barack Obama on February the 24th, 2016 is when she was nominated for that position, but confirmed by the U.S. Senate on July 13th. We cannot begin to express our appreciation, but more importantly, just to see you rise, because we know that you are more than deserving, because you did. Our library system is one of the best in the nation, and we know that it would not have become that without you. So I have a presentation that I'd like for my elected women to join me as we make that presentation to you. So Dr. Carla Hayden, on behalf of all of us, we want to present you with our 2017 Baltimore Woman of the Year. As you can see, it's inscribed on this day, this year. And just to let you know how much we love you and appreciate you. Where's Mama? Oh, there she is. Like, where's she?
So I'm already picturing where it's going to go in the office tomorrow.
Joan's going to hang this around.
Look how beautiful. Oh, they're going to be tired of me tomorrow. Okay? They are really
Okay, this is the mayor's medallion for meritorious service, and it says above and beyond the call of duty.
I'm going to put it on. Oh,
That's
wow.
nice.
It's very nice. And
Right,
I've
and on
already
the other side, it says, City of Baltimore, Mayor Catherine E. Pugh.
Oh, those must be new.
It's all right. You can tell I'm not used to medals.
There we go.
Okay. Oh.
You get
Now
to
the fashion choice that I wear, I'm just going to casually walk in.
You get to share a few words.
Oh, few words, I'm telling you. Oh,
And we present you with this citation.
oh, this is wonderful.
Dr. Hayden, before you speak, can we get a photo, please? Right here in the middle. There you go, okay.
We got you.
Right in the middle.
She's so used
Ladies,
to being on
can we slide over this way just a little bit more?
Used to being on there, and you're right.
Very good. Here we go. Add me, please. Ready? 3. Big smiles. 3, 2, 1. Good. Photographers, please take your shots while I'm taking mine.
I'm so overcome that I'm really pleased that I wrote down a few things, because I knew that coming home, because I do come home to Baltimore every night. And he's pointing at me. And the reason why I am saying, and I did pick up a keychain, because now I'm going to put my office key on this one. I come home to Baltimore every night, and on the weekends, I go around town, and it's like where everybody knows your name. And I mentioned that to Madam Mayor. It is a great honor to stand here as the first female Librarian of Congress since 1802. 1802. No. 1802. Very interesting experience. They had to adjust furniture and things, and even the restroom for me. They weren't quite ready for that. But I have to thank the mayor, who I have worked with in her role in the state and in so many ways. And when I came in, and of course, Ms. Pratt, who would always be there with library programs for the Pratt Library, and all of the women that are here. When I came in, I said, this is better than a birthday party, because you mentioned the journey and the journey that I took, and about more than half of the people in here have been part of that journey and have seen me and supported me and helped me. I could start naming names, and that warms my heart, because when I accepted the position at the Enoch Pratt Free Library, I knew about the Enoch Pratt Free Library. It was legendary. All librarians knew about it, and they said, we want you to come and help make that Pratt Library come alive again. And I worked with the staff, and it was wonderful. I didn't know Baltimore as a city. And some of you may know this name, Dr. J. Tyson Tilden, who was the head of the search committee. And he said, you'll be safe here. And that has held me all the way through the nomination process, the confirmation process. All of it is because I knew I had my home here. And when my mom moved here, it really became home. And you should know that she keeps up with everything. But so just in case I don't get back in time for the news, she's already told me everything and everybody and what they're doing. So I have kept up. And as I travel, and during that nomination process, when they said, we want you to talk about what happened in Baltimore with the unrest and the library being that place. Every day, just about, whenever they talk about me and my journey, they talk about Baltimore and what happened. And the lady that I brought up is the branch librarian at the Pennsylvania Avenue branch, Mulaney Diggs, who said that night, this community needs us. And the Baltimore story, it wasn't all the other stuff I did, but it was the Baltimore story that caught the attention of the president and everyone else. And what he said was, I want you to, because I am who I am, I can go to the world's largest library and see the contents of Abraham Lincoln's pockets the night he was assassinated. I can see a handwritten draft from Rosa Parks saying and telling what she felt when she really was arrested and how she felt. He said, but that's because I'm who I am. And what I want to know is, could you make that possible for that little girl that you talk to and talk about on Pennsylvania Avenue at her fingertips? And that's what I said, yes. So I want to thank you Baltimore, for making it possible. I couldn't have done it. And I just want to end with letting you know that I just learned before I got here that my predecessor, Anna Curry, passed away. And she was legendary. So thank you, Baltimore, for supporting women and making sure that libraries matter. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And I want to give a shout out to our librarian at Pennsylvania Avenue as well, because I think one of the things that was said during the unrest, and I think that's what Carla was referring to, even through the unrest, she kept that library open. She kept that library open. And you make us proud every day. So committed, so committed. And I want you to know, in my conversations with Carla, I was telling her that in Park Heights, and I know people get tired of hearing me say Park Heights, but in Park Heights, one of the concerns and desires is to have a library in Park Heights. And so she said to me, you know, we were looking for space in Park Heights, and we wanted to combine it with something great in Park Heights. I said, well, we've got some great things happening, whether it is the C.C. Jackson Recreation Center or the building next door. We can make it happen in Park Heights, and we want to make it happen there as well, because we know that books, in fact, are the windows to the world. And I always tell the story, Carla, that my mother was a stay-home mom until we all got in school, because my dad said, you know, I'll work, I'll do whatever is needed. And on Saturday mornings, we would get up, and she would, it was 7 of us. My sister said, I know y'all think she's an only child, but she's not. And it was 7 of us. And my mother would dress us all, we would get dressed up, and our walk, and it's probably why I run as much as I do, but we would walk from 42nd and Manchu to 52nd and Media, where the library was. And we would sit there for 2 hours, and she would allow us to read books. And then we all could check out a book, and we would walk back home. So I know what it did for me, so I can imagine what it can do for other children in other places that we don't seem to think are in need of a library. It makes a difference in the lives of our children. But having said that, I also wanted to acknowledge your staff, Anthony McCarthy, who helped put this together. You all can stand up. I see your assistant in the back. I see Amanda over there. Thank you all for the work that you do. Gary, thank you all for the work that you do. But now we have some other folks that we would like to recognize, and I want my folks to stay here. You know, it's important that we also recognize young people, because when we, in that film where you saw people talking about mentoring our young people, and I can tell you that that is something that I take very seriously. You know, I've always mentored some young woman or man somewhere. Wherever I worked or wherever I was, if I could help somebody, I would. And I told a story during the State of the Union address, State of the Union. Woo. No, no thank you. I like this job. This is the only job that I ever want, and I'm real clear about it, but somebody needed to give a State of the Union address, but I like the State of the City address. But I told the story of a young man and woman that lived directly across the street from me. One was 8 and one was 10. And because I made myself available every single day, I was able to put both of them, help them both to finish college. And one young man was in the audience during the State of the City address, who's now finished his college education, is going to become a Baltimore City police officer. We need people in our city, from our city. And those kinds of things don't happen if we're not mentoring young people. So I'm excited about that. But in order to really assure our bright future, we think that's important. So I would like for you to welcome 2 student honorees who have demonstrated exceptional scholastic achievement and community service. Please join me in welcoming Michaela Longmire of Digital Harbor High School. And where is she? Madam State's Attorney, we have a medallion, I believe it is, that we would like I will present you with this. In recognition of being honored as the Mayor's Women's History Month Sister Circle Awards Ceremony, and for your outstanding academic performance, resulting in over $200,000 in scholarships offered from colleges and universities. Well, I know her family's proud. So on behalf of Baltimore, I commend you for your dedication, and I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. All of these women standing behind you are so proud of you. Thank you. Madam State's Attorney, have you decided where you are going to college?
McDaniel College.
Madam State's Attorney, would you like to put her medallion around her, please?
And this medallion is the Mayor's Medallion for Meritorious Service. On behalf of the City of Baltimore, Mayor Catherine E. Pugh.
Okay, you have a few, she's going to share a few words with you.
Mayor Pugh, Dr. Hayden, city officials, and guests. I am honored to be here to celebrate Women's History Month and to be cited for my accomplishments. I admire strong women leaders like you, Mayor Pugh, and Dr. Hayden, and I strive to be one. My role model is my mother, Colette Longmire, who is here with me today.
Where is she? Baltimore City Police Officer.
She is a Baltimore City police officer who inspires me by her work and examples. She has always told me, it's not where you start, but where you finish that is important. As I complete Digital Harbor High School, I am setting my sights on college. I've been accepted to 6 colleges and have gotten financial support from all of them. I will likely be attending McDaniel College in Westminster, and I want to major in the sciences. My career goal is to join the FBI or work for forensic science. I want to make my family proud and be an example for other young women. Thank you.
Everyone, we're looking right at me. Big smiles, big smiles. Here we go. Here we go. Look at me. Look at me. Cameras, please take your photos. Everyone has their photo.
And we have another young lady that we would like to join us, Julie Wingard. Julie, come on up. We're also very proud of all the work that you've done, and because of your achievements, we present you also in recognition of being honored by the Mayor's Women's History Month Sister Circle Award Ceremony. Congratulations on being the first Baltimore City public school student to earn the Presidential Fellowship from Stevenson University. On behalf of the citizens of Baltimore, I commend you for your leadership, your dedication, and compassion. And I, along with all these wonderful women behind you, wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. She's an only. Are you an only child?
No, middle.
Thank you. You can.
I just want to thank Mayor Pugh and everyone else that nominated me and allowed me to have this honor. I also want to thank my school, Benjamin Franklin, and all of my amazing teachers for giving me this opportunity. Next year I plan to attend Stevenson and major in nursing. So. One of my teachers is here right now, Miss Walsh.
Cameras, please take your photos. Everyone else is good?
I hope that, Dr. Carla Hayden, don't leave your certificate here. I hope that you all mingle and meet somebody that you don't know. And remember that networking is important, and mentoring is important, and lifting up women. We've got to do a better job of lifting each other up. We have to do a better job of lifting each other up. And so I celebrate each and every woman that's in this room, and more importantly, I hope that when you leave here, you celebrate another woman. Thank you all for being here. Please enjoy the evening.